So, I know it's been like what, a year before I posted my last episode, and I honestly felt like who wanted to hear what I had to say? But after doing some digging, after talking to some people, I feel like that I need to start back, because what's for you will always be for you. And to be honest, people love to hear what you have to say. So many people can relate. And I'm not doing this just for me, but I'm doing it to help somebody else. So even if I get one viewer, one like, one person that inboxes me that says, Taylor, you helped, then I've done what I'm supposed to do. So it's been on my heart to do this again. So welcome back. So, update. I did a series on TikTok where I was actively fighting depression. And I feel like after my birthday, y'all, the week after my birthday, like not the week after, as soon as everybody left my house, before they even left my house, I was out of it. Like, I don't know, I always get really emotional around my birthdays. But also too, like, I was just so overwhelmed, and I can't say that it was like anybody did anything, but it was just like, I can't handle this. Like, I felt like I couldn't breathe. Like, I was literally looking up like mental, like, I didn't feel like I needed to be to a mental hospital, but I just felt like I needed help. Like, I needed somebody to hear me. I called the suicide hotline, or whatever. Call 988 if you're in a crisis. I called the suicide hotline. Like, I sat in my car and I just cried. And I remember calling somebody afterwards, and I was just like, I'm not okay. And I realized that the people in my life, like 85% of them, 90% of them don't realize like that I'm not okay, or when I call them and tell them I'm not okay, like they have no idea what to do. Like, y'all, like they were just kind of like, oh. And at first I was like upset, because I'm like, I was there for them. But then also too, like I realized like I have been the strong person. And so when I have my moments where I'm not okay, like people genuinely do not know what to do. Like they're genuinely confused. So I'm like, okay, Taylor, like this is you. Like this is your journey. Like, y'all, I was in here popping Benadryls like they were freaking Flintstone vitamins. Okay, like I was popping Benadryls like to make myself go to sleep. Like I had the shakes. I literally couldn't drive. Like I felt like I couldn't breathe. Every time I left the house, I was antsy. I had to go make a presentation for work. Like I fought through it, but it was so many people in that room. I was like I could have cried. I didn't want to do it. And I went, so after that, after I was like, okay, Taylor, so I made me an appointment. I started going to therapy. I either go every week or every 2 weeks. And it helps, but I realized that I'm not transparent in therapy. And I feel like I'm not transparent in therapy because I feel like that I don't want to freak her out, but then I don't want to freak myself out. Because sometimes when I say stuff out loud, I'm like, girl, are you crazy? And I don't like the word crazy because we're never crazy, but it just like freaks me out. And I think that part of my problem is I've held so much in for so long to the point where like it all comes out at once. So now I'm in therapy crying about something that happened 5 years ago, and she like, girl, why you ain't been? And I'm like, I don't know. I didn't feel the need to say nothing. I think that for so long, everybody like either downplayed my feelings. They was like, oh, Taylor's just crazy. Oh, Taylor's overthinking. Oh, Taylor's being dramatic. So I shut up. Like, I don't have nothing to say. And I think that my time for me shutting up has come to an end. Like, I think that like I can't shut up anymore because those emotions start spilling out. Like, I done held in so much for so long. Now all you did was accidentally step on my toe, and I'm cussing you out for the past 10 years. Okay, that hasn't happened. I haven't been like cussing people out. But I think that like I'm at a point where like I need to heal. Like I've held on. Holding on isn't good, and let's heal out loud. And so let's help each other, because I think that that's important. Like this past weekend or whatever, like everybody came for my cousin's bachelorette. After they left, anxiety, it wasn't as bad as it was like my birthday, but like the past few days I have been out of it. Like, And it's crazy because people can't tell. Like, I still handle my business. I still do stuff. Still answer the phone when people call. I'm still giving advice. But it's like, I have been gone. And it was like, and it's nothing against them, but I think that I'm in my house by myself 9 times out of 10. So it's like having a bunch of people in my space, like, I'm so overwhelmed. I don't know what to do. Like, and then I felt like it was like a lot of emotions. So like, in certain situations, I don't know how to communicate how I feel. I don't want to say the wrong thing. I don't want people to think I'm wrong. Like, nothing was wrong. Like, I remember, like, 2 of my cousin's friends asked me, like, what's wrong? And genuinely, y'all, like, it was nothing wrong with me. Like, genuinely, it was nothing wrong with me. I thought I was having a blast. In my head, like, I was fine. But I guess it was on my face. And I think it comes from, like, suppressing my feelings. Like, I think it comes from, like, literally, y'all aren't doing anything to me. Like, in that moment, I was literally thought I was having fun. But I think that it was so much else going on in my head to where, like, people can start to tell that I'm not okay. But I'm so used to saying, like, I am fine. Like, so I have to realize that, like, that's why I say I really have to make a conscious effort to, not saying I lie in therapy, but to be more transparent in therapy and know that that's my safe place. Because it's not my therapist. Like, it's literally me. Like, she's so cool. But I think it's in me. And not wanting to have to dig deep. Wanting to keep things surface level. Because sometimes she probably is like, why is this girl? She's fine. And one thing that she tells me all the time is that I'm self-aware. Like, one thing about me, like, I'm very self-aware. Like, if I did something and I know it wasn't right, I'll be like, and I maybe shouldn't have done that. Like, or, like, I'll tell her, like, I know that I do this. Like, and she's like, you're really self-aware. And I am, like, so I'm trying to find positive coping skills. I have some journaling. I'll journal sometimes. I bought the Burn After Writing book, and so that has forced me to, like, put things to paper, pen to paper or whatever about things that have been bothering me. But it's like, where do you start when it's time to heal? Like, how do you heal? Where do I start? Do I start from the beginning, the middle? Do I start what's bothering me now? And then sometimes I feel like, well, when I start talking about things, does it even make sense? Because sometimes when I say stuff out loud that bothers me, I feel like it don't make sense. Like, and I feel like people like, what is she even talking about? Why is she even upset? So then I just shut up. But then it goes back into the cycle of I'm suppressing my emotions. So I don't think that that's the right thing for us to do. And then I'm in a space where I feel like I'm doing good, but I also feel like I should be doing better. It's so much more that I want. It's so much I wish I could be doing. And I know that God has a plan for me. I know that I am where I am right now for a reason. And not saying I'm so grateful. I've came a long way. And I think that that's my problem sometimes. I get stuck in what I want and where I feel like I want to be. And I don't focus on it right now. And I think I focus a lot on, we are not getting emotional. I focus a lot on the past. I will literally sit in here and cry about something that happened in 1996. What am I supposed to do about that? Nobody probably even remembers. I'm crying about something that nobody even probably remembers but me. Like, y'all, I tell y'all, like, I would beat myself up, throw up. Like, I went through a phase where I was throwing up every day. Like, for what? And so that's something that I hate about myself is, like, I pay attention to everything for one. And the smallest things tick me off. Like, the smallest things, not tick me off, but the smallest things I think hurt me. Like, I pay attention to sleep comments. And nobody else probably thought nothing of it. Or nobody else probably heard it. Like, nobody else nothing. And now I'm, like, in my feelings. And everybody's confused. Like, and so one of my friends, he tells me, like, girl, you overthink. But, like, no, I don't think I'm sometimes I overthink, yes. But I don't think I'm overthinking. I think sometimes small things just tell me more. And then also too, I feel like I set myself up to hurt my own feelings. I think I overplay my part in people's lives. I think I like, one time when I used to blog, I made a post that says, stop falling in love with people's potential. One of my cousins used to tell me all the time, like, he'll be like, oh, they got so much potential, he got so much potential, she got so much potential. And she's like, girl, like, you not paying attention to what they showing you now. And so I think that that's how I feel too. Like, sometimes, like, I allow people to hurt me and I don't see what they're showing me, because I'm like, oh, well, I just feel like if they did this one thing, things would be different. But what if they never do that one thing? So I have to stop hurting my own feelings. Yeah, I don't know. It's a lot, because I feel like I'm rambling, but I feel like somebody feels me. Somebody's on the same page as me. And so I think that, like, I really want to start back, like, this Healing Out Loud journey. I'm going to do it on TikTok. I'll make sure I post consistently on YouTube, give you guys updates, give you guys coping skills. I think one of the coping skills that I need to start back doing that used to help me was, like, if I'm mad at you, if you hurt my feelings, if anything, like, I would, like, write a text. Like, I'm talking to you. Like, and if I feel like I need to cuss you out, like, girl, da, 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 like, boy, da, 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 and I'm not sending it, it's in my notes. People be like, if people get a hold of my text messages, no, people get a hold to my notes in my phone. Don't go through my notes in my phone if you have my password. I shouldn't say that, scratch it out. But I feel like that I'll sit on it. It may be a day, it may be a week, it may be a month. And I come back if it still bothers me. And if some of those things still bother me, some of it's like, oh girl, that was emotional, take that out. But if it's things that I need to address, I leave it in there. And I feel like sometimes I go back and address it. A lot of things I feel like I haven't addressed just because I don't like confrontation. But sometimes I think you have to address it. Like, I don't know. I don't know why. I think that I get more disappointed in myself. I get disappointed if I allow people to, like, make me mad, make me sad. Like, I get disappointed in myself when I allow people to control my emotions. So I think that that's why I don't address things. Like, even y'all, like, and it's even with my family, like, you know, like, it's been times where me and my mom didn't see eye to eye on something. And instead of me, like, if I feel like I'm getting overwhelmed, like, I do not like being upset. So, like, if I feel like I'm getting overwhelmed, I feel like that we're about to argue, I feel like that it's about to be any type of conflict, like, I will remove myself. Like, and they would tell you that, like, it was one time, like, me and my mama wasn't seeing eye to eye. I was so tired, but I drove, like, almost 3 hours back to Savannah. Because I was like, I can't handle, which is not healthy, so I'm working on that. But I have to get to this place. So if you're watching this, I need help having healthy conversations. Like, my therapist is just like, have a conversation. But for me, I just can't. Or, like, she'll be like, fight through your emotions. And then, you know. But I can't. I feel like it's on my face. I feel like I start shaking. Like, I don't know why. That's my new thing. Like, I start, like, and I don't know if you can tell on the outside that I'm shaking. But, like, my body, like, trembles. And so I feel like that's something that I just need help with. Other people, like, yeah, I listen to stuff from my therapist, but I need people that's, like, going through, like, the same thing as me now. What are your coping skills? What's helping you? How are you able to move forward? I want to heal so bad. We are not crying. But I feel like that I want to heal so bad. And I feel like that I've been trying. I go to therapy. I feel like I've been using my coping skills. I feel like that I've been putting in, I feel like I've been using my coping skills. I feel like I've been putting in the effort. But I don't know what my next step is, you know, like, And I try to give myself grace. My mom tells me all the time, like, give yourself grace, Taylor. Like, it's all gonna be okay. Like, you'll fight through this. God's got you. People love you. We're proud. But it's like, also too, I'm hurting. I don't think that, I think it's hard talking to people who like aren't in the everyday battle. Waking up every day to choose to fight your emotions, to fight what's in your head, it's hard. And some days I would rather just lay in the dark. It's not easy, but I'm choosing to fight because I know that this will not, sorry. I know that this doesn't last forever. I know that I'm gonna be okay. I know that I'm going through this for a reason. I know that God has my back, but it doesn't take away from the fact that I am tired. And I feel like that I don't know what my next step is on my healing process. And that's why I think a lot of times, like, my mom will be like, don't post that. You don't want people to know what you got going on. You know, don't post that. Like, you don't want people to talk. Like, da-da-da-da. Like, you know what happens in this house stays in this house. But I think I shared my story with you guys because not only to help somebody else, but I feel like it comes across the right people all the time. And you guys are going to help me heal. And I'm going to help you heal. And we're going to make it through. And I know it's not easy for a lot of us, but we got this. So I love y'all. And if you're watching this, I guess that means you might love me too. And we're going to heal out loud. We're going to be okay. And we're going to support each other. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I think I'm going to start like a mental health group. Like, I don't know, like a group meet or something. Where we say motivational stuff. So stay tuned. I love you. God loves you. And let's heal out loud.